The date was Friday, August 18th. That evening, I would drive down to Blacksburg, Virginia for a wedding. And not just any wedding. That wedding belonged to Chad's cousin, Brad.
"You bros ready for the big day?"
said Chad. "Sure am," I replied. "Yeah, same," Colin agreed. Colin, Chad, and I all hopped in the convertible and down Route 81 south towards Blacksburg. Steve and Frank would meet us there, apparently. 3 hours later, we finally made it. The wedding was to be held in some vineyard that's kinda in the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains.
"Yo, man, what's good?"
said Steve. Steve and Frank were in Steve he wore a tuxedo, normal wedding attire. Frank, on the other hand, did not look like he was ready for a wedding whatsoever. He was too chubby for a tuxedo in the traditional sense, so instead, Frank wore his favorite sports fan jersey, which was way too tiny and tight for him. His big pot belly hung out from underneath it, literally. He wore a pair of oversized sweatpants and flip-flops for shoes. Okay, whatever floats your boat, I guess, I said.
"Follow me, bros. They're gonna be serving us some barbecue grub here soon,"
Chad mentioned. And so we followed Chad, and he led us to these picnic tables with tablecloths and beef brisket and corn and a bunch of food on it.
"Looks good, bro,"
Chad said to his brother Brad.
"Yeah, I think we can both agree that grub is exactly what we all need for the games," said Brad.
"Yeah, I've been starving all day. I only had a protein bar for lunch," said Colin. "Well, let's eat," I said. So we dig in next. We all eat. Chad, Frank, and Steve seemed to be enjoying the food the most, though.
"Man, this shit ain't nothing. Back when I was in the hood, my man Bruce would cook up some even better barbecue than this,"
said Steve. "I don't know, though. Brad here is training to be a chef. He's gonna flip his own barbecue joint one day."
"That's right, Bruce. My brother Brad's gonna be the best barbecue roaster in town,"
said Chad. I guess I couldn't argue with that, as this barbecue was top-notch. So we just kind of hung around talking as we ate our food, but 30 minutes later, the wedding was going to begin.
"Okay, bros, how about y'all take your seats and get comfy? This could be a while,"
said Brad. Brad and his fiancée started entering the reception place.
"Look at it, bro,"
Chad pointed out. I did not know what Chad was pointing out as of then, but Frank, on the other hand, had other plans. He ran up on stage just as they were doing the reception, or beginning the reception ceremony. said Frank. "Frank, get off the stage, you're being a doofus," I shouted. Frank listened to me immediately, but just as we thought everything was going well, we were proved wrong yet again.
"You're in marriage?"
A mysterious voice said. "Oh no, is that who I think it is?" said Colin. "Unfortunately, I think you're right," I replied. We all looked behind us and saw no one other than Herbert Ernie himself.
"So you thought you could get married at my mansion?"
Herbert said, referring to Brad's fiancée. "Yo, bro, what's going on now?" said Brad.
I don't know him,"
said Brad's fiancée.
"Very now. That you can get away with this, but now I'm gonna get my revenge."
Herbert looked absolutely nuts. He wore a pink Cinderella dress, flip-flops revealing 3-inch-long toenails, a tiara, and a cape, some sort of white knight type attire. He sprinted toward the stage and got up. He then did the unimaginable. Herbert grabbed a big plate of barbecue sauce and whipped it around, splashing it on everyone, including Brad and even his fiancée.
"Oh no, this is turning out to be a disaster!"
exclaimed Chad. Yeah, you think?" I replied. Everyone in the crowd was shocked, to say the least. So this is awkward," said Colin.
"Yeah, man, I agree."
Now Herbert was only getting all the crazier. He took the barbecue sauce and continued splashing it everywhere. He then grabbed a cupcake, or cupcakes, plural I should say, and started chucking them at everyone.
"Cupcake for you, and cupcake for you."
Until soon, everyone in the room was covered by cupcake. Then Herbert underwent the final straw. He undid the tiara and pulled it off, revealing nothing. "Oh shit, let's get out of here," I said. Us and everyone else in the wedding reception did the exact same thing, as Herbert was now butt naked. "Oh shit, go, 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 go," I said. We tried to get out of the venue as fast as we could. It was like a stampede getting out of there, all at the exact same time. "No, my wedding bros!" exclaimed Brad. Everyone was kind of traumatized from seeing Herbert and his goodies and whatnot, but we didn't care. All we cared about was getting the fuck out of there and going home. And that was that. None of us said a word on the drive home. Yeah. Brad's wedding.